Umar Johnson was saying something similar, where like black people need that for like after school. You need to have a black school where we teach you, all right, here's how you do X, Y, and Z. For example, the reason why like other communities are more
Putting in the work.
well versed with
I'm
money,
putting in the work.
it's transcribed. They teach their kids that like in and out outside of their schools. Like if there's actual schools based off their ethnic group or religion, they teach that in school as well as again outside of school. And it's just like that's how you become real knowledgeable.
They
That's
learn
how
how to
you
play with money early on, basically,
yeah.
versus being unleashed as an adult and then they don't have no experience and they're irresponsible when they get it.
Uh you know, your access to $40,000 at 18 is, you know, just regular and you should just do whatever. It's like, nah, dog. You don't have to pay that back.
Okay.
You're around school. There's real schools based off of certain communities. I don't want to get too in depth, but like where they will teach you, hey, bro, this is how you use money. This is what our people do. X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z.
Share the info. Quit trying to be the special Negro.
X. We learned after we fail, and then I be putting on game. I be trying to tell Chaos like all my L's without telling him my L's directly.
You want to share some of your L's? Okay, here's what
I will randomly hit chaos up, and be like, "Hey, dog, don't ever do this, please." For the love
Then I'd
of
be in my
God,
head like, oh, this man.
don't be like me.
Can I move? Damn. Okay, there we go. Say most black people are not really taught investing or how to use money until later. I would argue a lot of black people haven't been taught about investing until like the last 5 to 10 years.
I got interested by myself, and like two people that really helped was Siggy, and then another guy named Noble Texas, R.I.P. He's a good guy. That man definitely put me on to a lot of games about like finances and taxes. Like y'all, Siggy put me onto a good book about like it's a nice introduction to money, and how to like manage your money. It's called oh my god, what is it called? Like Understanding Financial Literacy in 100 Pages or Less by Mike Piper. And I remember his name because Mike Piper sounds like a great porn star name.
Mike Piper. He's Jimmy John.
It basically teaches you how to be financially literate, how to understand statements, what statements relate to each other. Like the first half you really need to understand. The second half not so much because it's going.
They got an audio version of that book?
I could look for one.
Probably find it.
I be subbing all the audiobook channels on YouTube.
Yeah, that book taught me how to actually bounce a book, and like, you know, the best financial advice I ever gotten. One of the best financial advice I ever gotten was from a book about music, the music business. It was written by a lawyer named Donald S. Paston, and he said, "Get money, fuckos." Nah, he said,
Okay, that's deep.
I like that.
Nice.
He was like, it's not about making more money, but it's about keeping more money, and like, cut down on your expenses, cut down on your costs for like going out or whatever. Because like at the end of the day, like you can make more money, but if you're still spending the same amount of money or even more,
You're just breaking even or going broke. Yeah, it's funny.
Exactly.
Me and Zay were actually having this conversation just earlier today, and I was like, one thing I noticed about people that I find really weird is I actually have money, but I still live on a budget of like $3. I don't like to spend more than like $5,000 a month, but like honestly, I try to keep it at like $3. I try to live a very normal life, and that's how I've been able to acquire a lot of money. And then I take that money and I reinvest it in other places so you can make your money work for you. I find it really weird that so many people get a check, you make like $1,500 like for the month or whatever, or every 2 weeks, and then you literally just go blow it that week. And like I think I read like most Americans don't have enough for an emergency $500 bill. That has nothing to do with whether or not your job pays enough. That has more to do about your decisions, in my opinion. Like you don't got at least $1,000 in your bank account. You're just spending money. You're being a consumer.
I need him alive.
Now there are obviously exceptions. You know, some people got to help their family, and I'm not talking about y'all. I'm strictly talking about people who ain't got no fucking responsibilities. You just got a job. You know you can save money, but you don't. You go out. Fucking, it's even worse now in the pandemic and shit. You still going out to the parties and shit, buying $30 shots and shit.
I'm putting in the work.
Don't want to ever hold yourself accountable for your own decisions. People be down bad, mismanaging bag. Yeah.
I'm putting in the work.
And then those people want to come to you and talk to you like your life is an accident, like everything was just luck. I'm like, nah, you're just a shitty person, dog. Like, you got to get it together. The Yanab app changed the way I spend. What's that? He said, but they need those shoes. Right. My bad. They need them. You're right.
Yo. But here's the thing, and like, financial literacy is taught. It's not something that's inherently learned, or you should know though. You feel me? And like, witnessing my people, my family, friends, family, myself, etc. Like, it's something that has to be taught and like instilled upon you.
I feel like we gotta stop throwing that word around though, financial literacy. I feel like financial literacy applies to certain things like getting a loan, how to manage a credit card, or investing in stocks or crypto. That's financial literacy in my opinion.
'Cause it starts at a
Financial
base-
literacy is not you go into like just basic management of your money.
That is though. That's literally the foundation of it, and that's what like I think is so detrimental. People
That's
think
just
it's
basic
more-
discipline.
Oh no, see, that's the thing. To you, it's basic, but to everyone else, it's not. Or else, do you think
different,
everyone will be
bro.
in the position that they're in?
Different, bro. I don't get it.
A lot of people aren't like instilled that discipline, especially being black with money, because niggas hardly ever have shit.
I think the worst part is like the era that in which we live in. I feel like it's even so. Like literally right before I started streaming, dude was saying in a TikTok, he was saying one of the ways that a lot of millionaires have in common is they accept the fact that sometimes they're going to be bored. People who can't accept that they're going to be bored at some points in their life are usually the most broke because they always spending money to entertain themselves. And like to add on to what he was saying, I thought about that. I was like, yo, that's some real shit. To add on to it, it's like, yo, we live in an era where you can consume media for free. I was like, why do you need Netflix, Hulu, Disney? And I'm not talking about stealing shit, but I'm like, yo, you really got something like Apex Legends, right? That's a free-to-play game. Why are you buying every $60 game when you can play Apex for free? You can play Fortnite for free. Okay, you don't got the PS5. I know your ass got a 4. It's just I don't understand why you need everything new. You got to learn to just accept what you have sometimes and focus on building. These motherfuckers need to die. We got a flex, baby. Yeah, you gotta show it off. I gotta look rich. Going broke, trying to look rich, boy. Ah. Yeah, we live in an information age. That's what makes it worse.
Yeah, but here's the thing: just because the information out there doesn't mean people actually see it.
But what that got to do with me, Negro? What does that got to do with me?
That's true, but at the same time,
You gotta drink the water.
Like, this is where like the quote unquote black leaders come in, where it's just like, nah, people gotta be taught this in math because it's not being taught to us, not being instilled to us, which is why like financially we're at a huge disadvantage.
This SMG is nice. Yeah, we are. Who I'm playing by myself. I'm soloing. If you're talking about who I'm talking to, is Black and Chaos. Exclamation point Black. Exclamation point Chaos. So there's gonna be a GI rant. I don't know if you want it to be. But it's readily available because information is free. You gotta want that information though. I think the problem is with most people is they think that a lot of people are just successful by accident. Like, cause I mean that's the main thing. Yo, how did you do it? Like they're looking for some like secret Krabby Patty formula. I think it's fatty. They're looking for like some secret answer. Like, okay, all you gotta do is go left, right, and then I swear to God you'll become a millionaire. Like, no, like I just honestly just outworked you. Like,
I have to be broke for a minute too, my boy. It'll take some L's.
oh yeah. It's definitely been my bank account has definitely been in the red a handful of times. That's another thing too. People don't want to take the L's.
Facts.
Oh
I mean,
my
I was
god.
just saying earlier about my situation with the mixing mics, where it's like I know how to mix bad audio because I had to deal with it for so long.
Well, all the reward and none of the risk.
That's another.
Sometimes just
That's
playing it. I have a tendency of playing it too safe, to be honest. With like anything in life.
man.
That's what holds me back.
I say bet in yourself anytime. If you really believe in yourself, and I think a lot of people don't believe in themselves enough, I say do it, bro. Just bet on yourself and like just make sure you're. And the worst case scenario, here's the thing: even if you fail, you probably lose out on time, and you probably lose out on money, but you're probably gonna have a decent story to tell your kids. That's how I kind of look at it.
Have war stories.
Good.
If you never tried anything, you never gonna have nothing to talk about.
Basically.
Or just look at it as, you know, I learned something from that situation. You're always, no matter, if you do nothing, you will learn nothing. If you do something, there's no guarantee that you will succeed, but you will at least learn something.
Yep. Yeah, you'll know what you like, what you don't like. You know what I'm saying?
I'd argue there are more benefits to failure than there are to doing nothing.
Exactly.
If you don't fail, you can't.
And here's the thing, though, like failure is like or success is like a multiple test like question, whereas like 3 of the 4 answers are gonna be false. Like you're probably gonna fail initially, but you're gonna get it right eventually.
Right.
Like fail. Then if you fail and you still want to do it, that's how you know it's meant for you.
I mean, like, you're joking, but that's true too.
All right, bro. Kobe Bryant in his book, he was like at 11, he joined this league, didn't score a single point for the entire league. You know what he did? Got better and became a basketball legend. Imagine if at 11 he stopped playing because he didn't score a point in basketball.
That's funny,
Hey,
bro.
I'm not gonna
That's
put up
exactly
81
what
in my
I
first
do.
game, bro. What the fuck?
Did a really good job of describing the Mamba mentality. But I would actually say Kobe Bryant is a no, a psychopath.
He said, "Okay, what do you think
Oh no,
about
yeah,
nice
he
guys
says it.
finish last?
He
They
says
do."
it too.
I'm putting in
Yeah,
the
no,
work.
which is why I like Kobe because I am too. But oh well, what you say, TBH?
Somebody said, "What do you think about nice guys finishing last?" I said, "They do." There's no successful person that you ever met, like I'm talking about, like hyper successful, that were nice people. Like Kobe. I mean, Kobe Bryant is an example. Like if you had people tell you Kobe and Jordan too, they'll tell you Jordan is a fucking asshole.
And rightfully so.
Because they're hyper focused on what they want to do with their life. I think everybody deserves like common respect and courtesy and stuff like that. I'm not saying going around it because I don't do that, but I don't care to be friends with everybody. I don't give a fuck. I'm focused on what I'm doing.
Refocus.
You got to be assertive. Being timid will never get you anywhere in life.